friends, this is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for tuning in with me for your June 2016 Suncasts. I'm going to do something a little different this month because this month is all about love. We have a major aspect of the new moon, which is falling in Gemini, conjunct, which means in the same sign as Venus. They're all in Gemini. So the major influence this month is going to be on love and for the months to come. Now with the Sun in the same sign and the Moon in the same sign as Venus, you have Venus, which is the planet of love. You have the Sun, which is the vitality, the energy, abundance, and you have the Moon, which is your emotions. So emotional involvement and emotional strength, all grouped together in the sign of Gemini. So there's going to be a lot of thinking about love, a lot of communications about love, getting together with people, making plans. This is a ripe time for creativity. There may be two people in your life that you are feeling equally involved with or equal love towards. So you may be needing to make a decision between two people. Gemini is that sign of the twins, that mutable sign. But in general, it is a really beautiful aspect full of a lot of focus on the things in life that make us feel fulfilled, love, our relationships, marriage, our creativity. And the thing about that is that with nature, we have the yin and the yang. So there's always has to be a balance in nature. And the balance here that we're going to be up against is a lot of I wouldn't say difficult, but challenging aspects that are going to be highlighting this Sun, Moon, Venus connection here. We have what is called a T-square pattern, which is involving Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune. And with Saturn already retrograde, what we're going to find is that any delays or disappointments that may be affecting your love life or even your finances, because Venus rules money and finances as well. Anything that you come up against is going to be a lesson to teach you how to discern what is real in your life and what is just a fantasy, what is a delusion and what is actually meant to be here in your life, and who is meant to be in your life for the long haul. Okay, now many of your concerns may be due to deception that might be taking place. People acting very greedy, perhaps, as I said, some delusion, not really being sure of people's motivations, or just excessive behavior, excessive drinking, excessive partying, excessive sex, whatever that might be that is done to, on an unhealthy level, may be an influence here this month. So we have all of these fantastic, wonderful, powerful, renewing aspects, the Sun, Moon, and Venus together in Gemini. The new moon is always a period of new beginnings. It's that 2-week cycle where we can plant seeds, and there is the promise of new beginnings, and then leading up to the new moon in the next month. Okay, so you can still plant your seeds. You can still, start fresh, inject new life into your relationships, into your creative endeavors. But as you do this, you must keep in mind and continue to do a reality check. Continue to do a litmus test through this month and in the months to come to make sure that what you are building or what you are investing in is based on something healthy, is based on something real, and is based on something that is for your higher good. Okay? So those are the aspects. Let's go ahead and take a look at each of the individual 12 signs. Make sure to take a look at your Sun, sun, moon, and rising sign. And if you'd like to know how this powerful configuration that's going on right now is affecting you specifically, you can contact me for a private reading, and I'd be happy to, we'll plot all of those planets in your individual chart and do the tarot reading to give you a personalized and private overview of what's going on in your life. This month I'm going to be using a well-worn deck that I've used for many years now. This is the Lover's Tarot, which is the 22 major arcana, nice and big there so you can see them. And then I have a smaller version of the Lover's Tarot, which also contains the same 22 cards, but with all of the pip cards, the minor arcana as well. And for some clarification, I'll be using the Tao Oracle deck. It's a very powerful spiritual time, and when we have a lot going on, with the stars and the planets, I like to use the Tao Oracle, which is based on the I Ching, for confirmation on our spiritual lessons that we need to be aware of. So let's go ahead with the 12 readings for the 12 signs. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in a moment. Hello, my Leos. This new moon in Gemini is going to be highlighting your 11th house. Now, the 11th house is the house of our group associations. It is the house of our friends. Any group organizations that we belong to will fall in the 11th house. But on a more spiritual level, the 11th house is the house of our hopes, wishes, and dreams. Okay, so any of these areas are going to be highlighted this month for you, and with Venus conjunct the new moon in Gemini in this 11th house, there may be a lot of communication going back and forth about some closely held dream that you have been trying to manifest and see through to to fruition. It may be in relation to some type of group association, or there may be a friend who's going to come through for you this month to assist you in making something happen, just because they care for you, love, and respect you. It may be two friends, because Gemini is a dual sign of the twin, so there could be two people that are supporting you and your wishes and your hopes and dreams this month. The 11th house also has to do with children in our lives who are the children of our partners. So not our biological children, but our partner's biological children. Okay, so there may be activity regarding those children. Perhaps they are graduating this month or going away to school, or some type of celebration with the family that is related to your partner's children. Now, know that with this T-square, even with all of this energy for new beginnings and for communication and perhaps contracts and getting the ball rolling on something that you're hoping to bring to life, you need to be careful about knowing what's going on behind the scenes, okay? You also want to be sure that the people, the groups that you're dealing with, individuals that you're dealing with are above board, are working through, with integrity, and that you know all of the strings perhaps that might be attached to any type of group situation that you're getting involved with, okay? There may be, for some of you, there may be a little bit of, what would the word be? Well, I'm going to say it came to mind. There may be a little bit of jealousy going on from either a romantic partner, because of the attention that you may be getting from friends. So there may be some, tension or a little bit of conflict that you might experience as a result of your relationship with your friends or your groups of friends, you know, your clique, your team, your crew, and your romantic partner may not really be appreciating or maybe feeling a little bit neglected. So you might want to try and give a little more attention to the person that you're involved with, or try and include them in your group activities, okay? Now, this can also be the case with children. There may be, and these would be your biological children, there may be a little bit of conflict or some jealousy or envy going on between your biological children and the children of your partner. So perhaps if you are blending families, or if you are, you know, you and your partner are bringing your children into the relationship to, you know, kind of unify families, know that you may need to work out a little bit of you know, you may need to do a little bit of mediating or a little extra TLC for, you know, the biological children that you have, okay? So let's go ahead and pull a card here from the major arcana, the 22 major arcana here from the Lovers Tarot. And, you know, we're talking about love with Venus conjunct Gemini, which can relate to, you know, romantic love as well as family love, friends, you know, love from friends, colleagues. Love is love. So wherever it comes from and wherever it's, you know, emanating from, we need more of it in our lives. So, you know, we want to just accept love from those who are desiring to give it to us, okay? Especially if it's mutual. So let's pull a card here for Leo for this new moon in Gemini cycle. What is the overview of energy from the major arcana for Leo? All right, I felt this one. Wow, look at this, Leo. This is your card. Oh my goodness. This has happened a few times where actually so far with you and with Capricorn, where your major arcana card has come up as the main influence, the main energy in your monthly reading this month. So this is strength, you know, and there you are, you know, this beautiful regal lion. And the strength card is a card that often comes up. For me, it's possibly two different scenarios. The first scenario is that you may have been going through a bit of a trying time with a loved one in your life, and you know, you may have worked through some difficulties, or you're in the process of working through some stuff, and you know, you're being called upon to use your inner strength to navigate the situation and to stay balanced and poised through, you know, what may be some conflict. Now, know that the strength that we're talking about here is inner strength, strength of character. There's no aggressive action with this strength card. It talks about, you know, knowing who we are and being able to dig down deep to the core of ourselves and stay focused, stay balanced, you know, stay you know, in control of our emotions, our passions, our temper. Okay, I'm getting temper for some of us. So you may be dealing with a situation or a person that's trying to kind of pull you outside of your peace, Leo. And the strength card is telling you to use the gentle approach here, okay? If you see this beautiful maiden here, she is, well, you know, on this card, she's riding the Leo. So, you know, the lion, there may be someone that is riding you pretty hard this month, okay? If we want to look at this symbolism in the literal sense. Somebody who may be on your back or who has been on your back, and you have the choice of either turning around and biting that person, you know, to get them straight again. You know, I'm thinking about cats, or, you know, pet cats, and I know that when I'm petting my cat a little too rough, he'll turn around and nip at me. And he doesn't mean to hurt me, you know, but he's just letting me know, okay, that's enough. So this is more of that type of energy. So you're choosing perhaps between, you know, maybe snapping a little bit someone, or being that regal, patient, you know, king or queen of the jungle, and just maintaining your composure and not allowing a lesser, and I say that, you know, with humor, but a lesser being to really pull you out of your poise and your you know, your regal stance. Okay, so there is definitely a need for a gentle approach. And the second scenario that might be going on here, and especially with this Venusian, you know, this Venus energy, is that you may be feeling some very passionate physical desires this month. Okay, someone may be really stirring your passions. You know, it could be this person, male or female, and you're kind of looking around a little taken aback because, wow, you know, you didn't know. It's been a long time since you felt this way, perhaps, or it's been a long time since someone has touched you in the right way to, you know, to stir you from your deepest heartstrings. Okay, so there may be a very strong renewal of that passionate physical, sexual energy this month for you. And at the beginning of the reading, I did say that there may be some strong feelings, some romantic feelings towards someone who was a friend or who is a friend that may be transitioning to another type of relationship this month. Or you may be feeling the need to control your feelings about a friend. So this might be something, a theme that's going to need to be explored this month for you as well. Okay, but that red robe there, you know, this is all about passion here, and whether it's passionately, you know, controlling our anger, our passionate anger, or being in control of our physical passions, our romantic and sexual passions. So just a couple messages there from the Strength card, the Major Arcana. Let's go ahead and pull 5 cards here for you, Leo, and see what the message is from the full deck for you. What is the message for my Leos for June 2016? What are the messages for Leo? June 2016. The message for Leos. Leo the Lion. June 2016, my Leos. Okay. All right, we have the 5 of Swords reversed in the past. We have the Knight of Wands reversed covering. We have the 6 of Pentacles in the near future potential. We have the 4 of Cups reversed in the obstacles area. And we have the Queen of Cups. Let me just move things over here so that you can see all of the cards. Let me just adjust the camera a little bit for you there. Move that up. Okay, and at the base of the deck here, we have the 10 of Wands. Okay, all right, so, all right, well, what it looks like here, Leo, is that, you know, the first message that I got was that there may be somebody who is really getting on your nerves, and who, you know, in the last few weeks or so, the last month, you know, you've been feeling a lot of emotional energy about this person. We have the 5 of Swords reversed in the recent past. And so, you know, there may be someone who has frankly, who has done you wrong. Somebody who has either cheated you, or you have felt, I'm getting, I'm getting that this person is someone who does not necessarily have your feelings at the top of their priority list, okay? You have been offended, perhaps, by this person. They have perhaps taken something that is yours, or they have done something behind your back, and perhaps walked away, from you, or walked away with something of yours. So, I do feel like you are now at the stage where you're saying to yourself, all right, I'm not going to be bothered. I can't be bothered anymore, because this person has obviously proven themselves to me, and, I can't allow myself to be hurt, to be to be treated in a way that is less than what I deserve, okay? Know that these swords are falling away now. So whatever has happened, it has happened, okay? And it's time for you, and I really feel with the Strength card there, that you already know this. You're already saying to yourself, I've got to move on from this. I can't let this linger. I can't let this affect my world. I've got to be strong, and I've got to move forward, and find my peace, and let people do what they're going to do, but it doesn't have to affect me any longer than I allow it to, okay? And definitely with the Ten of Wands here at the base of the deck, the Ten of Wands is being under pressure, and having carried a great deal of responsibility, having carried a great deal of weight on your shoulders, and frankly being exhausted and tired, and wanting to get rid of that, wanting to lift those burdens off of your shoulders. So I'm getting that someone may have left you holding the bag, or someone may have left you holding more responsibility than you should be handling. They have shirked their responsibility and handed it off to you, and now you are carrying the weight of the world on you. And know that it is coming to an end, okay? This period is coming to an end. You have the number 10 here of the Wands. Whatever you've done, whatever weight you've carried, whatever burdens you have nobly borne, okay? Whatever you have taken to to yourself that someone else dropped the ball on, you're going to be rewarded for this, okay? You're going to be rewarding for being the person that stepped up and picked up the the baton and kept it moving, okay? So good job at what you've done in being able to salvage or save a situation and do damage control, okay? Well, who is this person? It's this Knight of Wands, I think, okay? Now, the Knight of Wands is a fire sign energy, but I really don't think this is you. I honestly don't, because I feel like you are the one that is being the responsible person here, and you're being the one who is trying to rise above pettiness. And this Knight, whether it is a fire sign, again Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or whether this is just a immature Knight energy, which it could be male or female, you really are tired of being treated this way by this Knight. This Knight is very selfish. It can be very unpredictable in their moods and their mood swings. It's kind of a me attitude. It can be very adolescent. So, that word jumped into my mind just now, and I'm thinking that we're talking again about your 11th house and your 5th house being highlighted here, children in your life, okay? So you may be dealing with a rebellious teenager or a rebellious young adult you know, who may be your blood or someone else's, perhaps your partner's child, who is causing a little bit of, you know, a bit of a ruckus in your relationship or in the household. And you have kind of gladly, you know, been patient, dealt with the situation, tried to rise above, tried to be the mature party here and not, you know, lose your cool, not lose your center. But this night has really been trying to you and to your nerves. I'm getting, you know, somebody stepping on your last nerve, and I really think it is this night here. Okay? So definitely that knight is who has inflicted that Five of Swords energy. And as I said, you know, it may have affected your relationship, or it may have affected your ability to keep your interests moving. So, you know, whether you are, you know, whether it has affected your professional life or your ability to, you know, to stay balanced so that you can get things done, you've expended a lot of energy in that direction, whether it be mental energy, whether it be material energy, because money is, you know, money is a force just like anything else. Love, money, these are tools that allow us to create things. So you may have expended a lot of your resources in trying to, you know, make this night happy, or trying to keep things, you know, on an even keel. Well, I do feel that there's some reward here for your efforts, Leo, okay? The Six of Pentacles is coming up in the near future this month, and this is, for me, this is a karmic reward card. You know, it talks about generosity, and it talks about being rewarded for our efforts. Now, this isn't the kind of reward that you work for, especially, you know, not in a physical sense as far as our job, our career. But this is the kind of reward that comes from just spreading good karma and putting good things out into the world and being generous. And through the law of attraction, the law of nature, that generosity comes back to you. So you may be receiving some type of financial gift, okay? I'm seeing gift, or even a loan, a grant, some type of, you know, I'm seeing perhaps a scholarship, or a, you know, some type of funding or support, just in the symbolic sense in your life, that is going to really boost your mood, make you see things from a more positive perspective, and you know, it's going to improve things for you, I feel. The Six of Pentacles is just generosity from the universe, and whatever way this manifests for you this month, it could be the smallest thing. You know, it could be you're going to get a check in the mail that you weren't expecting. Okay, you know, this isn't the windfall big monies of the Nine of Pentacles or the Ten of Pentacles, but it is some little reward, or maybe unexpected, or you know, from our own perception, undeserved reward. But from the universe's perspective, you know, here's a little something to let you know that you're appreciated. Okay, that's the Six of Pentacles. Now, I'm also getting support monies. So if you are expecting monies for child support, those may be coming through this month. You know, if there was a lot of, I'm also seeing the scenario of potential, you know, negotiations about child support, and maybe you've been through the ringer trying to get your partner to pay up what they owe, or to come to an amicable agreement about child support. So if that's the case, I do feel like things are going to work out this month, and you'll be pleased by the outcome. Okay? Now, what's the obstacle here? Well, the obstacle here is the Four of Cups, and you know, the Four of Cups says to me that you have been so, you know, concerned about the strains and the stresses that have been going on in your life. that there is a blessing coming from the universe that you are not even aware of, and that if you don't look up from your cup half empty, you're not going to see this, and you're not going to be receptive to it. You know, the obstacle here is being able to let go of those 3 cups that are over to the left and turn around and look at that one cup that's being offered to you from heaven. All right, whatever that cup of love is, whether it is a new relationship, potentially, whether it is just a demonstration of appreciation from a loved one, whether it is, you know, the support that you've been hoping for. Make sure that you are not so focused on the clouds that are going on that you can't see the sun that's peeking through the you know, the clouds on the other side of the sky. Okay. All right, and in the outcome here, Leo, we have the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is, what I feel this is someone new coming into your life, okay? This could be a water sign energy, male or female. Gender does not matter here because we're reading energy. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, potentially. And this Queen energy has that cup of love that he or she is offering to you. Now, what did I just say? I said the 4 of Cups here. Don't be so concerned about the 3 cups that you already have that may be spilled. Perhaps 3 people involved in that scenario, you, your partner, or you, an ex, and a child, and you're not seeing this 4th cup that's coming in from the blue that may be being offered to you from this new Queen energy. Okay, she's right side up, so she has something really good to say to you. She is a very loving, very generous energy. Very intuitive. She tends to be laid back, but she has a very strong and powerful heart energy, and can definitely be someone that is going to kind of be the power behind the throne, is what I just got. Okay, so someone who is a very supportive, loving person. She definitely may be someone who has some kind of intuitive power. She's a very intuitive person, so if someone has a message for you that, maybe they had a dream, or they were thinking about you the other day and they had a vision of this and that, in your life or for your future, definitely listen up, because she may be giving you a morsel of wisdom from the universe. She also is someone who is very perceptive, so she may be able to give you advice about your situation, and if she does, it would be in your best interest to listen to it, because she is dealing only from her emotional strength. If she's not invested emotionally, then she can't be bothered, okay? But once she is invested in you emotionally, you have a very loving, loyal, and nurturing partner who is going to be there for you through thick and thin. Now, she can tend to be a bit emotional, and she might be a little moody, but don't be put off by that side of her. It is because of her sensitivity, and it is because that she or he is so open to and affected by his or her environment, the people around, the conditions around them, the plight of humanity. Okay, this is a person who watches the news and cries over stories that they may hear, or is the first one to offer some help to a neighbor or a neighbor's child, or whatever the case is. She has the ability to listen, and listen with her heart. So this is a very positive energy here, and I would allow this energy to infuse you and to uplift you and support you definitely through and past the difficulties that you've been dealing with. Now, I'm also getting the potential of a reconciliation. Sometimes the Strength card comes up when we've had difficulties in a relationship, but where there is the potential for things working out if both partners, find a point of agreement and mediation. So this could potentially be, with that Four of Cups, it could be you don't allow what has happened in the past to prevent a potential positive new beginning if this Queen of Cups is someone who's already in your life and someone who you still want in your life. There is the potential for new beginnings and the end of a cycle of a lot of stress and and weight of responsibility and pressure on you. Okay? All right, Leo, so great reading there, and I'm just going to pull a card from the Tao Oracle deck to get a final overview on your reading here. What's the message from the Tao Oracle for Leo? The message for Leo. What is the message here for June 2016 for my Leos? Message for Leo. June 2016. What is the message for Leo? Okay. Wow, okay, wow, this is a beautiful card. This is one of my favorite cards in the Tao Oracle. This is the attraction of opposites. Take a look at that card. Beautiful, passionate, romantic card there. Very, very interesting, because we were talking about the beginning of the reading, your passions being stirred here. Let's take a look at what the message is on the card. Seduction, temptation, magnetism, a passionate encounter, meeting halfway, coupling, and sexual union. Okay, so for, this is for my 18 plus audience here, that this is something that's definitely a positive omen for a romantic connection. Someone coming into your life who is going to stir your emotions. I really feel that it's this passionate, loving queen who has this cup of love to offer you. And that Strength card is talking about a very strong magnetic attraction. Here we go. Magnetism. All right, so many of my Leos are going to have a very passionate encounter this month. Don't allow yourself to be inundated with, with the stress and with the weight of responsibility and working so hard that you miss a beautiful new beginning or a beautiful new partner and loving energy coming into your life this month. Again, some of you may be moving to a different level with someone who was or is a friend, or be meeting someone through some type of group activity. So be open for that. This is a beautiful card, and number 44, just want to show you something here. The number 44 adds up to 8, okay? The number on the Strength card is 8. This is the lemniscate. This is the, the eternity symbol. What does that look like? That looks like an 8. The number 8 in numerology is the number of power, of sex, of passion. Okay, so there's a lot of 8 energy here going on for Leos this month, and it's something where you can build from, from your heart chakra, from your root chakra, and the potential of moving to another level spiritually through that magnetic and passionate physical encounter. Okay. So wow, that's an amazing, amazing reading there for you, Leos, and I do hope that this resonates for you. Thank you so much for liking and sharing my videos and for subscribing. If you are a past subscriber, I appreciate you coming back, and if you are a new subscriber, welcome. Thank you so much for pressing that subscribe button there. And I would like to be able to do a private reading for you if you'd like to know where all of the T-square energy and that Venus and Gemini energy is located in your natal chart. I can go ahead and plot those planets for you and give a specific reading for your situation along with the tarot reading to answer your questions and concerns. I will be back again for the full moon this month, which is around the 20th, just to do a check-in and a tune-up on the energies that we have here for the full month reading. So please tune in and make sure that you subscribe so that you'll be the first to get new videos when they go up. You'll get notifications. Thank you again, and I hope that, as I said, this reading resonated for you, and I appreciate your presence. I wish you all good things, love, peace, passion, and joy, and as always, I bid you namaste.